These are 6 signs of male insecurity. As long as you are doing this, women will always hate you. This is one thing that is certain. The first one is you are always agreeing with her. Everything she says, you always agree. You are afraid of offending a woman. When a woman comes into your life, she's not coming into your life for you to always agree with everything she says. Women want men that can challenge them. Women want men that can tell them no. Women want men they can follow. Women want men who can lead them. A woman is not coming into your life for you to follow her, for her to lead you. No. Women want men who can tell them no. Men who can disagree with them. Because for you to be able to disagree with a woman, that means you are smart. You are a leader. You are a guy who has his own opinions. You are a guy who has his own mind. And you are a guy who have what I call strength of mind. Because it takes a guy who has a strength of mind to be able to disagree with people and have his own opinions. Which means you are a smart guy, basically. When you are always agreeing with a woman, that woman will instantly know that you are afraid of offending her. And when a woman sees that you are always afraid of offending her, she will see you as a guy who is weak. And when you are a guy who is weak, women can never find you attractive enough to be with you. Because most of these girls out here are looking for men who are smart enough to lead them. Women don't want guys who will always sheepishly agree to whatever they say. Women are looking for leaders. They are looking for men who can guide them. When you make it obvious to a girl that you are afraid of telling her no or disagreeing with her, she will not see you as somebody suitable for leading her. So always make it a habit to disagree with your woman. If you don't like what she's saying, tell her, I don't like what you're saying. This is the right way for us to do it. Be a leader. Be a man who is in charge. Be a masculine man, for Christ's sake. Some of you guys are afraid of offending your woman. If your woman says anything, whether she's wrong or right, you will agree. How the hell are you a man in the first place? That makes you a woman. Because when your woman is the one in control of that relationship or that marriage, that makes you a woman while she's the man. And most of these ladies out here are not looking for women to date or marry. They are looking for real ass men. They are looking for real men to be with. The second thing that you guys do that makes women see you guys as insecure and weak is you don't set boundaries. Why are you not setting boundaries? Setting boundaries is how you teach a woman to treat you. If a woman does something you don't like, tell her to her face, you did something I don't like, please don't do it again. That is how you set boundaries. Boundaries are basically what you do when a woman does something you don't like, so as to prevent her from doing that something in future. Your woman talk to you in a very rude way. You tell her, babe, please don't talk to me in this way again. I can't condone it and I can't tolerate it from you. Inherently, you are teaching that woman to not talk to you in a rude manner ever again. And when she does it again, if possible, you break up with her or you ghost her. You stop giving her attention for some time so that she can know that, okay, if I do this again, this guy will stop giving me attention. When you don't set boundaries, women will see you as somebody they can push around, as a weak guy they can use. The reason why some girls come into your life and use you and dump you is because they saw you as a guy who had no boundaries. So that means they can misbehave around you. There are some girls who have dated, and these girls were at their best behavior because they knew that this guy has boundaries. This guy doesn't tolerate disrespect from anybody. But those same girls, when they were in their previous relationships, they misbehaved. But when they were with me, they were always at their best behavior because I was able to teach them how to behave simply by setting boundaries. You don't teach a woman how to behave by shouting, by arguing, by beating her. That is for weak men. Men who are dominant, men who are masculine, set boundaries by being able to remove their attention when their woman misbehave, and if possible, by walking away. Removing your attention is the easiest way to teach a woman a lesson. And when she keeps misbehaving, you simply walk away. Simple. The next sign of male insecurity is you don't make eye contact. You are talking to a girl and you can't even look at this girl deep in the eye. How do you expect the girl to see you as a guy who is masculine, as a guy who is dominant? When you are talking to a girl, especially a girl you just met newly, try your best to be looking at her deep in the eye. That is how you build sexual tension. That is how you show this girl that you're a dominant masculine guy. And that is how you make this girl to find you attractive. The easiest way to build emotional bond, emotional connection, sexual attraction with a girl, especially if you're meeting this girl newly, is by looking at her in the eye. You should learn to make women to submit to you simply by making strong eye contact with them. Dominate a woman with your eyes. That's the truth. You have to learn to dominate these girls with your eye. When you are talking to a girl for the first time, even random women, learn to make them know that you are a dominant guy simply by looking at them deep in the eye. You should look at, in fact, women should simply respect you just by the way you make eye contact with them. Women can easily smell and sense if you are a weak man who they can disrespect and walk all over simply by the way you look at them. Facts, even your fellow guys, even your fellow men can dictate these things about you simply by the way you make eye contact. Men who are masculine always make strong eye contact with people. Whether women or men, they always tend to make strong eye contact with them. And when you make strong eye contact with people, they will start to know that you're a man who is dominant and you're a man who should be respected, at least. The next one is you are always seeking for her validation. When you are in the habit of seeking for a woman's validation, she will see you as a guy who is insecure and as a guy who is afraid of losing her. Everything you do, you simply do it to impress this girl. You even prioritize this girl above yourself. If you are prioritizing a girl above yourself, that means you are making this girl believe that she's above you. Women cannot be with guys who they think they are above. That's ugly truth. You are doing all those things just to make this girl like you. You are doing all those things just to make this girl to be happy with you. But one thing you don't know is, as you are doing all these things, this girl is simply seeing herself as much better than you. You can't prioritize a woman above yourself. She will never like you for it. When you treat a woman like a celebrity, she'll see you as a fan. And when a woman sees you as a fan, she will see you as somebody she can treat anyhow. That's the ugly truth about women. Women don't deserve you to treat them more than you treat yourself. That's the fact. If you begin to treat a girl far more better than you treat yourself, that girl will never like you that much. So you must learn to prioritize your own needs, prioritize yourself, than prioritizing a girl above yourself. Else, she will always end up leaving you. And she will disrespect you, she will walk all over you, and she will take you for granted. The reason why a girl will leave you, even though you've done every single thing for her, is because while you are doing those things, you are simply teaching this girl that she's more valuable than you. And when a woman sees herself as more valuable than you, she will put less efforts to impress you because you are the one doing all the impressing. You are the one doing everything to impress her. And before you know it, she will end up leaving you for a guy who she has to work harder to impress. Which is why as you are doing all those nice things for her, this girl is leaving you or is already sleeping with a guy who is not doing anything for her. Because women cannot be with guys who prioritize them above himself. It doesn't work that way. The next thing that will make you seem insecure to women is you are too emotional. Every little thing you start crying, every little thing you start complaining, every little thing you start telling a woman, are you sure you're not going to leave me? You're always being emotional to a woman. That's the worst form of insecurity. You're always afraid that a girl will leave you. So you're always being emotional around her. You're always crying. A girl will threaten to leave you. And for a minute, you start begging her, you start crying. Don't leave me. If you leave me, my whole world will collapse. Bro, women will never respect you. Women will never see you as a guy who is worthy of them being with. Because you are weak. You're emotional. And women, we are not designed to be with guys who are emotional, who are weak. So stop doing that, guys. Stop doing it. Women will never respect you. And women will never find you attractive enough to be with, as long as you're emotional. Because all you are screaming to them is a guy who is insecure and a guy who is weak.